Hey everybody, Mazer here with a new video. This one's going to be a little different. I noticed lately that I've been doing a lot of these unboxing videos where I get the collector's editions of video games and I show off everything that it comes with. Now, the boxing thing, the collector's editions, is something I've recently gotten into. This is something I didn't do in the previous generations, and I only do it with very specific games. I got Catherine, you already saw Saints Row, and Injustice. I mentioned the Batman one. We're not going to go there. And Mortal Kombat 9, but there's something else I collect. I love collecting video game and movie, either memorabilia or toys. And I would just like to make a few videos just showcasing some of these really cool stuff that I found over the years. And the first one is actually the collection I'm kind of most proud of. This is the collection I was really into back in the late... Hi, kitty. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And that's when I was a really big Resident Evil fan. So they had What are you doing? Sorry. They had two different versions of the Resident Evil action figures. You had the KB Toy regular action figures, the low quality, basic G.I. Joe-ish characters. They're about this big. And I was actually very lucky to collect the entire series, but right now, because there's so many, I have them in storage. The ones I keep out on display, though, were a second series of Resident Evil toys from a company called Palisades. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And they were only released, at least in the stores around me, for a short period of time, only a few years. And then I had to go to either entertainmentearth.com or I had to go to conventions in order to keep buying them. But they're really cool. They're big figurines, as you'll see, with great detail. I want to just show you about, how many I got here? About 7 of my favorites. So I have a few more, but they're in storage with my old ones. But these are my favorites. So let's start off with one of my favorite villains, actually. He's not as detailed as the rest of these guys, but he's one of my favorite villains, which is why I keep him out. This is Wesker. And it's a shame of how Capcom treated him in Resident Evil 5. I thought he, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, he's kind of cool. His arms rotate here. You have many points of articulation, and what's neat is you can actually remove his head. He has a second head with the red virusy eyes. That's really neat. And he has different hands to hold his guns, but as you can see, he's pretty cool. I don't know how well my camera does autofocus. I don't think my camera does. But he's pretty well detailed. He got all of his cool little gear. But I want to get him out of the way. I love you, Wesker, but when it comes to these other toys, this guy's not as detailed. We'll go to the second least detailed. And that's one of the enemies that I can't stand in Resident Evil. Because, there's... What are you... Get down. There's 2 enemies in Resident Evil that always cause the most terror. And the first ones are the Cerberus dogs, because they just run at you really fast. And the other ones are these guys. Yeah, the hunters. I'm sorry, my cat's climbing on the windows. I don't know what she's up to. Anyway, the hunters, as you know, are these horrible frog amphibian monster things. And in the game, they have the ability to do a one-hit kill, instant decapitation. That's why every time you see one, you're like, oh crap, things just got serious. And again, this one has cool articulation, the arms move. This is what I like, is the fingers move. So you can make it kind of grab onto things. He has a really ugly face. It's really neat. So we got the least detailed ones out of the way. So let's... She got stuck. That's what you get for climbing a window. God. Alright, so let's get the really cool detailed ones up next. Oh wait, I'm sorry. There is one more that's less detailed. This is actually one of those from Series 1. I thought this was a Palisades character, but it just struck me right now. This is a Series 1 Resident Evil toy, but it's also my second favorite. This is my second favorite villain of the series. And that's William Birkin. Check that guy out. And it's cool because you can make the eye move. Yeah, that's nifty. And he has like real cloth from where his shirt ripped. That's a nice little feature. Got great detail for a basic KB action figure. This is really cool. So there's Birkin. And this little hand moves. Ah! His claws. Other hand. 3 hands. Price of 1. But now let's get to the detailed ones. The first one we'll go to is, this is one of the guys who gave me nightmares in the game. Not in real life, but in the game, because he was so relentless. And that's Mr. X, the guy who relentlessly follows you around in Resident Evil 2. Such a great villain. He has a cool leather cloak. I don't think this is real leather, but it's a very good facsimile. Good points of articulation, and he came with a, I think his hands detach. Yeah, he has detachable hands. You got the closed fists, or he has the big open hand. I think he came with a bazooka as well, or some kind of gun. Oh wait, he didn't use a gun in the game, did he? That's Nemesis. Well, speaking of Nemesis, now Mr. X has fake leather, but Nemesis has real leather. Look at that. Wait, are you real leather? I was fooled. It's a good plastic replica. But there's Nemesis. He's the second tallest one I own. Again, this one does have removable hands. He came with the bazooka, that I do know. Good articulation. So you're like, hey, what's up, hey buddy? How you doing? Yeah. Word. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, check that guy out. Look at that ugly face. He has great detail in the face. You can see the veins in his arms right here. But when it comes to detail, the next two tops the rest. We'll talk about the biggest one I own, and that's the Tyrant. Look at that bad boy. Look how big this guy is. He's huge. Got the claws that move, and his arm comes out a little bit. I'm not testing those joints, they're too old. But this guy's just a thing of nightmares. A little bit of trivia, even though I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, I never did get to the end of Resident Evil 1. I know. On PlayStation, it just got too difficult, and on GameCube, I actually made it all the way to the shark, Neptune. I died, and I realized I hadn't saved in the last 2 hours, so I just got so upset about that I just stopped playing. But yeah, there's the Tyrant. So, see all the tumors, all the details. Oh, it's 3D! Yeah! No. Bad attempt at humor. I should quit that. And now. Oh yeah. My favorite. This is the most detailed, and this is my favorite one of these figurines. I actually used to take him to, I used to have poker nights with a bunch of friends of mine. I used to take him and put a poker chip in his mouth, and he would just sit in front of my hand and distract everybody. I never won. Oh no, I got second place once, but he was still really cool. And check it out. Oh man, look at that. That's Birkin, and I think his second to last form. I think this is, yeah, this is the dog form. When you are fighting him on top of all the storage facilities. Oh, you got a little dust on you. I'm sorry. But look at that. First of all, this thing is the heaviest. I mean, this is just a giant chunk of plastic. The bottom half rotates, and it just got so much detail. You can see all the bumps inside the mouth. The hands on the edges, the hands on the side of his mouth move if they want to. There you go. And he's just awesome, isn't he? And look at this guy. This is easily this is my favorite Resident Evil toy. I've always kept him out, even though everything else sometimes goes in storage when I run out of space or when I move. I always keep this Birkin out because he is such a badass. I mean, he's looking at you. He doesn't like what he sees, or maybe he does. I don't know. But yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. So Yeah, there you go. Those are the Palisades Plus One Series 1 action figure. They got a huge display box that these guys go into. Except for him. He doesn't go in the box. He have a shelf right by my PlayStation that he chills out next to. You know what? Maybe I could move his hands around so I could hold my second PlayStation controller. Actually, let's see if I can do that right now. Hey, can you hold this? Aha! He can! That's really cool. Well, now I know what I want to do when I finish this video, but there you go. That's the first series of this. I hope you guys enjoy it. If I go through my storage and dig out the rest of the Resident Evil toys I have, I'll definitely show them off. But I have a whole bunch of movie and game-based figurines that I'd love to just share, and hopefully you guys will see something cool and go on eBay or something and find something you really like. So, there you go. Yeah, no, I'm not funny, but you guys can pretend, right? Alright, well, there you guys go. These guys are going back on the shelf, and Birkin's going to be holding my new PlayStation controller. So, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more of these collections, comment below. Please check out the other videos I do, the unboxing, my video game reviews, some of the walkthroughs or let's play or whatever I'm trying to attempt. And just hope you enjoy what you see. Thank you very much. Bye.